We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Thunder and the Jaguars. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Anthony Payne, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty D, in the day and age of specialty pitches and pitchers, this guy's big pitch is the cut fastball, and it's really turned his career around. It looks like a four-seam fastball coming in, and it has that late cutting action away from the barrels and into guys at times. It's his primary pitch, and he needs it to survive at this level.
Now batting, Brian Hannon. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
First pitch, 7:06.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
One and two, here it comes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Kevin Esslinger, as he'll take a look at ball one. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Waters ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, Scott Franchise.
Ready now, Scott Franchise. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
At the plate, Mike Hayes, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. In there, 1-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
Outside, 2-1.
2-1.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Roll. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Franchise, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3. Antoine Fong, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Standing in, Edgardo Peralta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Count now a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Batting second, no left fielder, Nick Dubya.
In now, Nick W. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the 1-0.
Well, I'll tell you, he doesn't look very comfortable on this mound right now. This mound isn't the same one that he pitches at home. I know they all look the same, but they're not all the same.
A runner at first with no outs here. Two and one. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Zane Oaks will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3. Stepping up to the plate, Zane Oaks. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. From the stretch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Here it comes, 1-0.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Coming to the plate now, Edmundo Ayala, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Ayala carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 home. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. New inning set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Randall Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Now here it comes. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. 3-0 now. Here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Stepping into the box, Michael Lopez, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. From the belt, the pitch, and a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Tiny Ryan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch. Ryan runs pretty well, which is interesting given the position he plays on the field. Usually the speedy guys are in the middle infield or in the outfield where there's a lot of ground to cover, but that's not the case with him. His plus speed makes him really unique at his position.
Yeah, he does possess such an interesting skill set. It might not help him on the defensive side, but man, from an offensive standpoint, what a tool to possess.
Two and one after the foul ball there. From the belt, the pitch.
That's the ball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score. Man, this guy is a blur on the base pass, Dan.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those kind of thoughts.
Into the box, Saul Worthing, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll check in here at 256. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. The 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 1.
Into the box, Antoine Fong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
The 2-0, too high, and it's 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Ah. 3-1. And the count will be full. He's set the payoff pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. The Thunder are out on top, 1-0.
Santana.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. High chopper over to first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch. Got him.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Into the box now, Philip Bowen. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. Here it comes.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So digging in now, Jose Ramos, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. First offering on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Tennessee is out in front, 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Cannon. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
1-1.
Now here's the pitch. To 1-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
The center fielder, Kevin Esslinger.
So coming to the plate, Kevin Esslinger. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The right fielder, number 15, Josh Franchise.
So now to the plate, Scott Franchise, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Runners off for second. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
This catcher has an elite arm, but when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind an account with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Now ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Popped up. Peralta takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
The batter, the catcher, Mike Hayes.
Into the box now, Mike Hayes. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB. Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Ready with the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. W is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Set to get his evening at the plate started, TJ Waters, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch on its way. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate now, Anthony Payne, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Fouled away. Here's another 0-2.
Ball.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate, Edgardo Peralta. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Peralta, a native of the Dominican Republic, manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is an interesting one. I'd be interested in two things here. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you go backhand on that left side of the infield and turn and burn and throw to first, you have no idea the difference in arm strength that it takes to man that position as opposed to second.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Nick W. would be next. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now in the box, Nick W. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Randall Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Here it comes.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Swing and a liner. And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Michael Lopez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden, we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Tiny Ryan will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Too high. 1-2. A bullet to first base.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Saul Worthing.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Saul Worthing. And their runners at the corners now. Throw over to first. Runners back. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike one, 0-1.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Now the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2.
Outside.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. At the plate, Antoine Fong comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder coming on. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ryan Cannon.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Brian Cannon is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Ready with the 0-1. Two out, bases loaded. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2-1.
2 out, bases loaded. Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2-1. 2-1.
Ball 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Riding in once again, Zane Oaks. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Digging in to try it again, Edmundo Ayala. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Esslinger comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Alex Santana.
Stepping into the box, Alex Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
Playing 11.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Right on the inside, Black with the slider. Laid off but called to strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full. Tennessee is out in front here, 1-0. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Esslinger.
For the Thunder, the center fielder, Kevin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Change up low, 2-0. Here's the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
it's fouled away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Oaks moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
Digging in once again, Scott Franchise, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch coming, here it is.
0-1. 1-0.
Hit out towards second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
The batter, the catcher, Mike Hayes.
Stepping in now, Mike Hayes. Line drive to left. W is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Randall Mad Dog.
Digging in and looking for more, Randall Mad Dog has got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1.
He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tennessee leads this one 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Philip Bowen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Count still at 1-2. Now here it comes. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter.
So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Standing in, Jose Ramos. On its way is pitch number 75.
Down, ball.
Now the 1-0.
Ball.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 to him now. Now here's the pitch. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. 3-2 pitch. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Stepping in, TJ Waters, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
First offering on its way.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Offered a low one there, but came up empty.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 0-2 home.
Ball. 1-2.
Runners on first with 1 down. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Into the box, Anthony Payne, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
got to take your hat off to the pitcher right here. He's throwing a little pesky at bat at him right here. Could have easily just took 3 pitches and walked back to the dugout.
2 out with the man at first. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Plate, Michael Lopez. He singled his last time up.
Michael Lopez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yep. No ball. 1 strike.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Playing 12. 1-2.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Payoff pitch one more time. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Ready for another chance, Tiny Ryan. The pitch. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Knee high, he barehands it. Hey now.
Now batting, second baseman, Saul Worthing.
Digging in, Saul Worthing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
2 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now the 2-0. Swing and a liner. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Edgardo Peralta to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And this ball game is tied at 1.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
So now to the plate, Nick W. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Wind up and the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Zane Oaks.
Digging in now, Zane Oaks. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Pitch number 100 on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging the club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw on the first will get him. Score it 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Second baseman, Edmundo Ayala.
Now at the plate, Edmundo Ayala. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1 ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. The 9 1 and 2 hitters due up to start the 7th, all even at 1 apiece. Brandon Covey is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Covey.
Milton Otto is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Now at the plate, Brian Cannon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Covey is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
This is in the air to right. Oakes is there. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24, Kevin Esslinger.
Striding into the box, Kevin Esslinger. First offering on its way. In there, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Popped him up. Bowen moving to his left, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Jason Blake gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Alex Santana. Here's the first pitch to him. The 0-1 pitch. Fielded cleanly. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box now, Philip Bowen, as he hits one on a line to left field. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Stepping up now, Jose Ramos. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
TJ Waters is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Lying towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Wagner will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Luke Wagner.
Lays off 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Wagner has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. The 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, this is a big inning for him. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
Set. Here it comes. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Ball and a strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2, and he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. So they load the bases on 3 hits but can't bring anyone around to score. 8th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Quincy Roberts has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Robert.
Striding in, Scott Franchise.
Leading off for the Thunder, the right fielder, Scott Franchise.
First delivery to him on the way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
At the plate now, Randall Mad Dog, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Quentin Walls is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Nick W. Here comes the first pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And the pitch. On the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And that's out number one.
Now batting, the right fielder, Zane Oaks.
Stepping in, Zane Oaks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Now batting, second baseman, Edmundo Ayala.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Edmundo Ayala. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. All set to start the ninth in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Michael Lopez.
Michael Lopez.
First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Count is 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate, Tiny Ryan. As he runs up to bunt but can't make contact, that's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And that will find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
To the plate now, Saul Worthing. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
No strike.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back safely. The 1-0. And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
Well, obviously not fighting on the first two, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
Now batting, the pitcher, Quinton.
Hal Hale will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Hal Hale.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1.
No.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And that misses for ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
Now back, left fielder, Ryan.
Ready once again, Ryan Hannon. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Hannon brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 2-0. The count now at 2-1. Grounded to the right. To second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering at first, and it's a textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Guy Eaton comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Alex Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Alex Santana is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1-1 the count now. Now the pitch.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And the pitch.
No, that's the ball. Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
swing and a liner. Foul. Another try at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Yanked fouled off to the right. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Philip Bowen. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. One out, nobody on. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Now back, first baseman, Jose.
So stepping in, Jose Ramos. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Standing in now, T.J. Waters. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ryan has a play. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. Digging in, Kevin Esslinger. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th.
Kevin Esslinger.
He's set and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
To the field, number 16. Scott Franchise.
Now at the plate, Scott Franchise. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Now here's the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. The pitch. 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Into the box now, Mike Hayes. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-0 now. Now a move over to first. A dive, but he's back. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Two and 1 to count. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Now the 2-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
The 3-1 pitch.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Donnie Kimura will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 83, Donnie Kimura. Now playing first base and batting ninth. Number 12, Charlie.
At the plate, Randall Mad Dog. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. First and second now, 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, he sends it out of play. Another one sent foul. This is foul right side. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied at 1-1. Ryan Greenberg comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Greenberg.
Ready for the bottom of the 10th here. And next, the dangerous power threat, Charlie Graham. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And it's fouled away. Graham is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. That's great to see.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player. So hats off to him.
In now, Edgardo Peralta. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. It's taken down and in for a ball.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
2-0 count, the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 2-2. Fouled off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Nick W. waits on deck. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. The next 3-2. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
You're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Jupiter secured their 10th victory of the season. Donnie Kimura claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the visitors, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.